Sometimes it feels bad to be feeling good. This is this is something that I and many others feel almost every time we are happy and motivated. And today I wanted to talk to you about this feeling and the potential reasons why it feels unsafe to be happy. So, speaking speaking from my own experience, it has become very unsettling to feel safe, secure, calm, happy. Any time that life seems to be going right, things are going smoothly. This is genuinely how I feel. More so now than ever since having clear scans after my operation to remove my cancer. I'm scared by the feeling that things could be getting better and heading in a positive direction. But this isn't a new feeling for me. I've been having this feeling for years now. In the later part of 2022, I had a panic attack of some sorts whilst trying to get home from a work related meetup. This was the biggest catalyst that led to me having one of the worst periods of my life mentally. The following year, I would lose my job after having an amazing wedding. This then resulted in me being unemployed for almost a year, which resulted in financial issues, which put a huge strain on my life, and my entire life, but especially on my marriage. When I eventually got a job, it was a shit job. It took me over an hour to get there, or almost an hour to get there, sometimes over an hour to get there, and then obviously it was the same on the way back home. It also had unhealthy shift patterns that led to me essentially choosing to only do late shifts, which put a different strain on my life, and again, especially on my marriage. I then made a tough decision to try and get a job in an industry that I had experience in, but because I had some really bad experiences in that industry, I didn't want to go back. But this is where the best thing that could have happened actually happened. I got a job at a smallish company in that industry, and they were willing to invest time into me. And I already had a lot of experience in what they did, so it was going well. We built an amazing relationship, and I was enjoying work for the first time in a very long time. God only knows how long it was. And then in April 2025, I was hospitalized with pain. Like, I had pain in my muscles in my lower back. And after being drugged up and put on morphine and having a bunch of scans and a biopsy, I was diagnosed with cancer a few weeks later. This caused a rupture through my life, my partner's life, friends, and family. And not long after, things fell apart with that job. And all the plans that my partner and I had made collapsed all around us. Life had offered us happiness, hope, and security. Everything we had been wishing for the past couple of years was just ripped away in the blink of an eye. After having all of my chemotherapy, my operation, and then going through radiotherapy, life is beginning to feel a bit stable again. And it's scary. It's genuinely scary. Yes, the thoughts of cancer coming back are unsettling, but the scariest thing that I feel right now is that something is just going to ruin everything I'm working towards. I'm trying to build a new life for myself, and so is my partner. She is currently travelling in Southeast Asia before eventually arriving in Australia, where she'll stay for a few years and then move on to something else. And I'm trying to get myself back to fitness again and build a platform to share the stories of my mental health struggles, offer support to those who feel alone, and get a normal life restarted again. whatever whatever normal is. It feels good to be motivated and pushing on with this personal project of mine. It feels good to be able to look after myself and do things the way that I want them to be done at home. It feels like I'm rediscovering my own independence again. And working on a project, an idea that has been in my mind for so many years. But all of that is scary. I have been depressed and miserable for so much of my life. And it's not only that I'm scared of losing the happiness, I'm not only scared of losing this happiness, it feels uncomfortable. It's like my mind doesn't know what happiness is supposed to feel like. I might have happy moments during the tough times when my mental health is low, but deep down I'm still depressed. And the happiness is only temporary. When I have multiple days in a row of happiness, my mind can't comprehend it. I have a mood tracker that I've made with the help of my partner, and I can see a pattern on there that I've not had more than 2 positive days in a row. I have a couple of videos talking about my mood tracker, so I won't explain too much about it here, but I think this could be some evidence towards how I feel. I have days of feeling content in between, but very rarely do I get multiple happy days in a row. And I think the mood tracker possibly shows evidence that I struggle to feel happy. I'm putting a lot of effort into maintaining my positivity and my motivation, but some days it does just disappear completely. No amount of getting outside and walking and getting sunlight and eating healthy and exercising, it's not going to solve this issue. And I know that I need therapy to work on the PTSD from everything, and alongside all of my pre-existing mental health issues. And whilst antidepressants might be able to help me with some of this, I am uncomfortable with the possible side effects of many antidepressants. And not only that, I don't feel like my fear of happiness is irrational. I've experienced so many low points. There are so much going on in the world, so many bad things going on in the world, and life is just simply so unpredictable. And I know I'm not alone in this feeling. I've spoken to people about this a few times, and it's ultimately why I wanted to write about this, talk about it, because I am fortunate enough to have people around me who feel comfortable feel comfortable enough with me, and I feel comfortable enough with them, which allows us to have these conversations, but not everyone does. And maybe you have also experienced this feeling, but nobody seems to understand you, or you don't feel like you can speak to anyone about it. Or maybe you know someone who has spoken to you about this, but you can't understand it. Then this video is for you, for someone like you, because this video is for you to feel heard, understood, or to show you why we might feel like this, and that it is rational to have this feeling. You know, each person's experience will be different, but that doesn't mean we cannot relate to each other. And it is not essential to understand what somebody has been through completely. What matters is understanding that their feelings are valid, that what we feel is a genuine reaction to our experiences. So if you do know somebody who feels like this, then just try to be there for them, try to understand what they're talking about in some way, um, because as always I encourage people to speak out about their feelings, especially of discomfort, and talk about why these things have caused them to feel anxious in these situations. So thank you for watching. If you have watched this far, and until next time, I hope you have positive days ahead. Bye. This is strange. It's going to take some practicing. I'm bad at looking into the camera. I can feel it. I can see it already.